Hello, video 2 for the day. The rules remain the same. You need to tell me where I fucked up, where I use these pauses that are bad for a good speaker. And with that as a disclaimer, let's get on with chapter 15. Now, chapter 15 says nothing's free. Now, most of us know that life में कुछ भी free नहीं है, right? Moment somebody offers something to you for free, your mind starts thinking कि shit यार कैश क्या है ये free में क्यों मिल रहा है मुझे, right? So the chapter also says the same thing, right? Chapter says nothing's free, everything has a price, but not all prices appear on the label. And let's get into it, right? So he says that everything worth having needs to have a price to be paid. So for example, if you want to get fit, the price to pay is that you need to be able to skip eating things that you love to eat. If you want to be rich and if you want to be effective, the price that you need to pay is that you have to have a lesser or a smaller social life than you would imagine to have. So the entire idea is in the context of money, the price to get rich is the pain that you will have of being not able to buy a car when you know you can buy a car and you have everybody around you buying a car for yourself. I mean, I'm talking to myself, right? Because I want to buy a car so bad it's not funny. Okay, coming back. So for investors, when he talks about investors, he says that the price is that you have to live with the pain or the price of seeing your investments go down in bear markets, and that is what he talks about in this books, right? And for example, again, I've written this in my book. If I talk about Chandni, for example, now Chandni wants to be an entrepreneur with DD, and there is a mission that she's chasing. Now the price or the pain she's paying is that she has to work extremely hard compared to kids of her age. She's 21, and at 21 you're supposed to be partying and going out and making merry, but to be able to make it big, she has to work hard. Now in all probability she will do well for herself in 10 years, but if she doesn't, she will have that regret ki shit yaar, when I was 21 I could have partied, but that's the price she has to pay, that's the pain she has to go through. So it is not free. The success of Chandni in 10 years will not come for free, and there's a very very high probability that she will not be a successful person as well. So that price is permanent, there is no undoing that, right? So that's where the challenge is, right? So in the book that he like I've written for Chandni is that life live what I'm sorry, my handwriting is bad. I can't read my handwriting. I'm saying so I've written that life on a day-to-day basis is very very non-glamorous for Chandni, for DD. She will only have one or two rare days when the world will praise her. Most days she will have a very drudged life per se, right? So she has to go through that, and the other corollary to this is that if you see somebody doing exceptionally well for themselves, it could be simply being fit in terms of the way their body looks like, or it could be in terms of their grades, or it could be in terms of their achievements, you would probably not seeing the price that they're paying underneath. So next time when you see somebody successful, don't be jealous कि यार उसको देखो इतनी अच्छी लाइफ जी रहा है. In fact, think about the fact that उसको जीने के लिए वो क्या price दे रहा है, and are you willing to pay that price? Like for example, most of the film stars, we look at their lives and we get enamored by them. But do you know that they get to eat very less? Do you know that they are suffering from anxiety all the time? Do you know that they are in compulsive depression all the time? They have this huge mental health issues happening around them. So that's the price they pay that we don't see, right? That's the subtext of the book, that everything has a price, but not price. All prices appear on the label, right? So in fact, I give this example to most of my people that to be successful or to achieve common good, you have to pay price in form of corruption. In fact, मैंने बिल गेट्स से सीखा था. Somebody asked Bill Gates that अफ्रीका में आप काम करते हो, वहाँ पर बिना करप्शन के मेडिसिन नहीं पहुँचती आगे, तो what do you do? So Bill Gates said that I assume that 10% is the tax or the price I pay to eliminate poverty in Africa, and I say okay to do that. So similarly, I am okay to do that. So the task is that when you work with somebody, you need to be able to, when you see somebody successful, you need to be able to see what the price that they are paying for, and that is what the magic or the non-magic essentially is of that. And I think this is it. It's a very small chapter that talks about these 2-3 things, and that's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to talk in this video chapter 16 as well, because it's a very short video otherwise. Okay, tuck break. Okay, that's my break. Okay, chapter 16, it says you and me, and he says beware taking financial cues from people playing a different game than you are. Now this is a very very interesting concept, right? Think about it for a minute. I will give you like a 10-second pause before I speak what I want to say. Repeat कर रहा हूँ. It says beware taking financial cues from people playing a different game than you and me. Think about it. What could it mean? So that was my 10-second count. Okay, I don't know what you thought, but let me tell you what I have taken a note from this chapter. Before I get to that, I don't know how many of you read my first book, Nidhi Kapoor story. It comes from Panchadosh, five afflictions that we suffer from, that we need to come over as human beings. Bible has a concept of 7 sins, and the biggest sin is something called envy. And most of the things in the world, most bad things in the world, most good things in the world at the same time happen because you're envious. I will work hard because I'm envious कि मेरे classmate आज इतना पैसे कमा रहा है. You will be envious that somebody who's your age is traveling the world and making money. So envy could be a motivating factor. Envy could be a bad depressing factor also. And envy could also cause you to cause harm to other people. Like you see somebody else's car, you know that you can't earn that car for yourself, so you probably go and smash that car into pieces. So that can also be there, right? So the entire idea is that most of us are essentially monkeys, right? What monkey means is that I see somebody and I mimic somebody else. In fact, you should read something called the mimetic theory when you get time. I mean, it's the most powerful theory by a guy called René Girard that you have to see. So I'll just take a note because I've not taken note while reading mimetic theory. I'll make a note for the video. Okay, coming back. So thing is that like for example, he gives example of investing. Right, the entire book is about investing. So he talks from investing, but I talk from life. So in terms of investing, so think about a short-term trader who trades on a day-to-day basis, or a long-term trader who trades for the next 100 years. Or look at business, right? Some people do business for the next 5 years, or people like me who do business for the entire lifetime. So the way I'm operating, right, the way I'm investing into our team, the way I'm putting effort to ensure that we stay together as a team and we learn together as a team, most businesses don't understand that. Here, why would I pay so much money to get people to eat and dine at a fancy restaurant when I could just do a Zoom call and have everybody happy on the Zoom call? But the entire idea here is that the intention is that I'm playing a very long term game that other people may not be able to relate to, and that is where it is, right? So what he says about investors is that different investors have different time horizons, and thus they have different goals and different styles to operate. And similarly, when we work, right, most people, in fact, this is where freelancing guide also comes into the picture. Most freelancers want to make that money from that particular transaction and get away with it. I am saying, what if you look at it from a very, very long-term business and long-term horizon, and you do things that actually are, different for freelance. Like most freelancers will struggle to understand why I deliver so much value for free for people for no reason at all, because they don't get to see my game. And I don't understand why a freelancer will only stop at delivering what the client has asked for and not deliver more than what the client would want, because they don't understand where I come from, where I don't understand where they come from, right? So that's that, right? And often while this is okay in theory that I will not be jealous, I will not be envious, but often when I see them get successful, when I see them taking foreign holidays, when I see them giving gyan about how they can be digital nomads and make money, I start doubting myself. Yeah, shit, is it there something else, something that they know that I don't know? And that is where the biggest problem starts creeping in, that I will start reacting to their life and stop behaving the way I am. And but in this envious time zone, I will forget about what I had set out to do, what my style was, what my ambition was, what I wanted to do. And this is where the problem is, right? So the entire idea is you should not copy, and social media actually feeds this. If you look at a feed of an influencer, you will see a photo every day, but do you realize that the photo that you see every day could be just one instant of their entire drudgery full day, wherein बहुत sad है, खाना नहीं खाया है, depression हो गया है उसको, उसके घर में लड़ाई चल रही है, etc. And then there is one photo that they are taking just for pretense and putting out on the internet. So that's the problem of every 20-year-old kid today in the world, that they look at these other people who have these picture perfect lives all the time, non-stop, and they are trying to copy and ape those people. So point is, next time you see somebody who's posting continuously good things, try to think what is the price they're paying, the last chapter, and maybe they're in a different game, they have a different context compared to you. Maybe they have a rich father, maybe they have a sugar daddy, as one of the videos from DD came out. Maybe they are people who are in the business of looking good. Like for example, Virat Kohli can spend, like somebody told me that Virat Kohli only drinks Evian water, that water which is like some 300 rupees for half a liter. He can do that because he is paid to be that, right? If one of us was to pay to be an athlete, our lifestyle will be that as well, right? So the entire idea is that we cannot copy Virat Kohli blindly and start ordering expensive water, right? So the point is, you need to learn that people play different games at different times, and that is the awareness that we need to have if you want to do well. So that's chapter number 16 for you. I will have chapter number 17 as well, but I will do a different video for that because it's a topic that I think is very close to my heart. It may be a small video, but let's get to it. Thank you.